I guess it's not. I guess I am. I'm here to do it. I'm here to give you guys a movie review, which is called the Water Horse. The Water Horse. Yeah. Okay, it's called the Water Horse. My girlfriend says it was called the Sea Horse or something like that. Something like that. But it's basically the movie's called the Water Horse. So this is basically a film was basically being filmed. I think it were over in Ireland. I'm not really sure if that's what I'm pretty much at the think, because if you have not heard that, it's their accent is much more different than the Great Britain, I do believe, or something like that. Because I mean, I don't know if Irish really do speak English really all that much. I really don't think so. I'm not really sure. So I mean, I could be wrong about that or something. So I really don't know. One thing I like about this film, my girlfriend introduced me of this film. It's kind of like basically you want to know about what is the sea monster really actually is basically in the ocean and stuff like that. Basically, when you see on the papers or on the news or stuff like that, say like this is the Lactus toss of the monster or something like that. I mean, nobody does not really even know if the sea monster is alive or dead or is the thing still around. We really don't even know or anything like that. But even though I think it's just a rumor or probably just an urban legend, something like that. That some people will just basically just call it, and basically it's stuff. So I mean, I see some documentaries, basically I think it was like on YouTube or something or National Geographic. So like I can't really remember because they were trying to like figure out like where is this monster really actually at or something like that. They were trying to figure out like maybe they could solve the mystery and stuff like that. I think there is a show. I think it's called A&E or something like that. I do believe there's a show. I think they're called. I think these guys are called like Monster Hunters or something like that. I'm not really sure. I don't know if that really is real or anything like that. I really do not know or anything like that. But I did saw it. I did saw that one time, and I was kind of fascinated. It was like, okay, maybe they're trying to see like if this thing really actually really exists or not. But even though, but based according to the papers, some people were saying like it's a superstition or urban legend or anything like that. Now, one thing about urban legends and stuff like that, it has a way of saying like it's true or basically it's false and stuff like that. I mean, there's a lot of urban legends, especially out there and stuff like that, especially with this movie and stuff like that. But so, what is this movie basically all about? Okay, basically, what this movie is all about. It's about a young lad, of a boy. Lives in Ireland, lives with his mom, and stuff like that. I don't think he never really got along with some of the kids or something like that, basically in school and stuff. I think he's afraid of water. I do believe so, and stuff like that. And I think he just doesn't really like water really all that much. Basically, I think he goes up to the beach and stuff like that. He goes around these rocks and stuff like that, and then he stumbles on something that he'd never seen before, that he's never had. And basically, by looking at the thing that he has, or I think it's a rock or an egg or something like that. I do believe it's an egg. It's a pretty big egg. It really actually is. So then I'm like, when I was like watching this film, I told my girlfriend, I said like, oh man, this is really starting to get me the creeps a little bit because it did go a little bit darker basically in the beginning of the movie because usually you don't see PG films really go a little bit dark and stuff like that. You don't see that really actually happen and stuff like that. And one thing that really scared me the most is one of those statues I saw like Satan like in the movies from. I was like, oh man, it really scared me. You probably know what I'm talking about, right, Alice? Yeah, and it really did. I mean, it really did. It spooked me big time. It really did. And basically, and because I wasn't so sure like what this thing really actually was, basically in the movie, because then like the boy was trying to find out like what the thing really actually was until he saw that it was something. I think I jumped a little bit, but I don't think this movie really didn't scare me really whole that much because my girlfriend was just telling me like it's not a horror movie, so I was asked because like I told you guys many times before, and I'm not the biggest fan of what horror movies and stuff like that. I just don't care for them really all that much. It scares me, it really does, and stuff like that. And stuff like that. I mean, this movie is very fascinating. It's not the best film I've seen, but it's definitely is a good recommendation to me and stuff like that. But basically, the boy having the sea monster or whatever you want to call it, or the lactose monster or something like that. I don't know, or anything like that. Like I said, for us, it's just urban legends or stuff like that. We don't know if it's real or not or something like that. That's basically what I tend to think and stuff like that and stuff. One thing I like about this movie is that the kid doesn't want his mother knowing about this sea monster thing. She's saying like I don't want to hear about the sea monster thing or anything like that. I don't know where you get this wild tale and stuff like that. Sometimes there are people that do come up with wild tales or stuff like that, and just to tell like the village or anybody around the village or maybe like a child would just basically just say, hey, I saw this, I saw that, or basically like somebody like the old folks tales and stuff like that would probably say, will say they seen the big bad wolf, stuff like that, like that like somebody basically in the woods they cry wolf and stuff like that. Means that they seen a wolf out there and they think it was funny and they thought it was real, and then they didn't listen to him basically the third time or something like that, and saying like, there's a wolf out there in the woods and nobody didn't pay attention. We don't. I think that's a folks tale or something like that. I think it is, or urban legend or something like that or something. So I mean, I really don't know. But one thing I definitely do like about this film, it doesn't really make you feel like it's really that kind of like off to a horror based of the movie. It doesn't really do that. It really doesn't. But it does get you thinking. So basically seeing like like, oh yeah, this thing is really actually real and stuff like that. But I mean, people came up with different ideas, but nobody doesn't know. Just like I said, I think it was like A&E or something like that. These guys called Monster Hunters or something like that. I think it's called. I think it was either the Sci-Fi Channel or the AOT channel, but I can't remember stuff like that because they try to search for urban legends to see if basis for stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's a really good movie. I think it really actually is. Not personally one of my favorites, but I definitely do like it. It really is. My girlfriend really do like the movie because she's really into basically animals and stuff like that, and she really actually is. But I think she's the reason why she liked this movie because I think she just liked the nature basically of the movie. So yeah, and just to be fair, if I were to give a rating for this movie, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I really do enjoy it. Not one of my favorites, but I definitely do think it was a good action packed basic movie for a PG, and maybe the film could have gone PG-13. I think they could have done that, but I don't think they really didn't want to or anything like that. Maybe they just want to keep it family friendly for movies, just for the family to watch and stuff and stuff. So like I said, we're give it a 10 out of 10. Like I said, it's a good movie. My girlfriend liked the movie. I liked it. Like I said, it's not my favorite movie, but it was definitely an enjoyable movie, and I really did like it, and I really did. So yeah, anyways, that's the end of this movie review. Tell me what you guys think. I'm really kind of curious about what you guys have to think. I don't know if you guys may agree with me or not, and stuff like that. Based on what I'm saying, when it comes to this movie, so urban legends and stuff like that. But yeah, one other thing before I go ahead and go, I just want to let you guys know. If you guys have any movie recommendations or I want to watch or stuff like that, don't get me started. What some of you guys told me to go check that one movie out, Brokeback Mountain. I ain't watching that movie, okay? I ain't watching that movie. You guys really did that to me. You might probably know what it is. But you do know what Brokeback Mountain's all about, right, Alice? Yeah. I think she probably watched it sometimes. So, but yeah. Yeah. So yeah, anyways, this is Underweeks. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell as well too, so that you guys watch my videos. And please leave me a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care.